let's just get a little deeper on where my life is at and how now I'm being perceived, the person and the friend that I am. Listen, first of all, I'm glad that in the next couple of days, as well as I won't say next week, but the week after, that I'm going to find, well, not only am I getting the help that I need, but that I'm going to have certified proof that the help will help me to believe in myself, so to regain all of my lost self-confidence, you know? So that's first and foremost, that this help that I'm getting, and look, it's been a while since I've gotten, the kind of help that I, as far as, well, it was different back then because, obviously in 2008, it was just more of an anger thing. It's just pure anger, right? This time, it's more than just that. As a lot of people that have been watching my videos or listening to my latest videos, where I stand with my life and my social life and the person that I've been, it's more than just anger. It's the darkness I've been facing. It's a lot of, self-blame and, just a lot of, dare I say, some self-destruction. Some can argue it's more self-destruction for me. Some feelings of depression, some feelings of... No, I'll take that back. Not depression. Just some depressed feelings, everyday misery, unhappiness. This is where it comes down to. Because after what transpired, the last Sunday, it's that's already the death nail in the coffin. That I just gotta get it. It had to be mandatory, So that's why I'm going to get it. And when I do get it, I'll officially already have the proof for everyone, including my own family, including my remaining friends that I still have. If they're ever still gonna be my friends, even Mari herself. But that's that. I just want to get that out of the way first and foremost. This particular topic I want to get to is, how I'm being perceived now than I was years ago. Let's just look at the last 10 years. I mean, it just doesn't feel that long ago that 2015 was, although it was exactly 10 years ago, it felt more like it was just 3-4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I just remembered a whole lot. And I could like the way that my 2015 was shaped out to be compared to how my first 5 months of my 2025 year are going. I mean, look at the first 5 months of how my 2015 started. Nothing but excellence. Nothing but fun, joy, thrills, challenges, adventure. A lot of friends. I mean, I still had guys like Jesse, Dario, who was still living in Whittier at the time. I even had Vincent, who I've hung out with a couple of times. Every single month was great. I even started meeting some of my friends with imposters. I got recruited by Monica and her Imposter Babies crew. You know what I'm saying? That was like in April. I still had Diana at the time. I had a plethora of supportive friends who were out there to maintain my confidence, maintain my self-image. The person that I am and I haven't built is from these guys. I mean, even the Nutballers, when I still had a boss, obviously Tristan was still around here. We were cool, and who else? I know Alexis was still around. He came by to visit, maybe every once a year. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the life that I had then. Yeah, even Chris was still around to a certain extent. But I had so much adventure. Like I did a whole lot of meetups. I've done a whole lot of making new friends, and it's that was just how great my life was. But then I didn't have to worry so much. Even when I was at home. Even at home, I didn't have to deal with so much that I had to deal with now. There was no signs of darkness in the first 5 months of 2015. Hell, even the whole year of 2015. It was just full of greatness. I had already met more friends even after what happened in July, and it's still my 2015 still shaped out to be a great year. Could have arguably one of the best years. I wanted to say one of my best years. It wasn't really, to me, the best of the best, but it just felt like one of my best years. It was awesome, but it was not one of the best. The best was 2011 and 2018 because when I met Julia and Catherine in 2011, and then in person, and then obviously Sarah in 2018, the airport, and in the concert, right? But at this point, it's like, just looking back now, I gotta say this, man. 2015 was one of, I guess I can almost say it's almost one of the best years. But I was hoping I can go to Sarah's concert in the Philippines, and obviously it did not happen at all. But at least I can say 2015 overall was just filled with joy. It was just filled with amazing vibes. Maybe about a few bad moments, but for the most part, it's just been great all around. You know what I'm saying? This year, though, like it's the complete opposite. I already labeled this year my worst year of all time. Sadly, having to overlap 2024, that once overlapped 2023 as my worst year ever. The pressure is on me to just, to just fix up whatever I gotta fix and make it better. Because the one goal that I've been, trying to achieve and I've been failing on is a new job. And because this is what the topic is, and how my dump has already led me to where I'm at and getting the help that I need, having to refer to Lisa's comment about needing a counselor after working here. Well, I already worked there for like 12 years, and the longer that I'm there, the more I'm going to feel the damage, mentally and physically. And when it comes to these people, like some of my own friends, even some when it comes to my family, more so my friends, but these friends are like, for me, when it comes to my life, my focus would be more on, hey, what's your future gonna be like? What are you gonna do with your career, this and that? My focus back then has just been on my career. Hey, what if you want to do this? How are you gonna improve your graphic design, or what are your goals? What are your plans in the future? This and that. Are you planning on still becoming a graphic designer? Are you still, are you still going to do this and that? Like, as far as hey, maybe here's some suggestions for you about, like, hey, you should be a photographer. Hey, you should be this and that. You're really good at this. Hey, are you going to become this and that? Or we should travel sometime. Hey, you should like set up to do things like for the future. Like, hey, these or activities I can do. Like all the positive stuff. That's what people would actually talk about when it comes to goals. Hey, well, to travel here and there. Hey, let's travel, go to Vegas here and there, or maybe we can go to a place where we can eat and all that shit, Or what are your goals for this and that? Hey, who are you dating? Hey, like all that kind of stuff, like the normal kind of stuff, like that. And it's just gotten to a point where it's like, I'm like, dude. And now I'm being perceived as, not only am I being perceived as a villain, but I'm definitely perceived as, now they're looking at me like, he needs to get help. People just can't stand me no more, man. The fact that I'm still in this dump that has already corrupted me, to this state that I'm in, it's just sad, dude. It's just sad for me to still work there, and I feel more and more miserable that it has to get to this point. It's just so sad, dude. I mean, what else can I say, or what else can I, It's just I'm just reaching a sad reality of, this is what has come to, and like this is how I'm being perceived now. Hey, you need to get help, because your behavior, this and that, when it should really have been about my career and how I'm going to improve it, or what my goals and plans will be, to better my life and all that. Now all of a sudden it's me taking a giant step back, and now this is what I'm getting. This is I need to get help. I need to fix myself, because this is how even my own family has seen me. I need to get help because I'm this and that. Even some of my friends as well, I need to see me get help. This is where we're at, man. This is where we're at. It's just sad. It's just really sad to see how it all just fell apart for me for as long as I'm still in this workplace. Listen, man. I don't know when this is gonna stop. Like these spats that I had with my own sister. I mean, it's just unfortunate that like they just have to keep on happening. With this, I had one not that long ago, toward the end of March. That's on me. And then this time, just the last week, it happened again. Now we're just at this point where it's like, when is it gonna stop? This is why I gotta get the help that I need. It's just really sad, dude. It's just sad, but it is what it is at this point. Just whatever. So yeah, man, I'm like who would have thought, even myself would see like the person that I am now being a total villain, and what just happened as far as like how did he become this? How did he get to this and that? And now it's like I have to focus on making my mental health better. Like it's got to get better at first. This is where I'm at. I gotta better my mental health first. When it should have been, what everyone else is doing, like their career and this and that, not seeking mental help, not seeking counseling. It's like I feel like I've taken a pretty big step back. I feel like I've taken a step back, man. I've taken a step back as far as my you know, this worst version of me is concerned, and you know, it's just everything is just changing up for me for the worse. And yeah, I know what I did to my friend circle. Just a lot of uncharacteristic moments for me, and it's just this is where we're at, you know. I mean, what else? What else I gotta prove? I gotta prove to my own friends and remaining friends and my own family that with these therapy sessions, however many they're gonna be, and whatever that next appointment is on you know, in the beginning of June, it's gotta solidify my need to improve myself, because there's the proof. You know what I'm saying? The proof is just right. Will be right there, and you know that's where it's got to start. Like I gotta. It's like you're building. Is like a stack of. How do I use this analogy? Like building a stack of Legos, and you know, or let's just no here. Like in school, for example, yeah, here, you're already heading to college, and like you're in your 12th year in high school, your senior year, and you're trying to do everything you can. These are going to be your goals for this year, and how do you improve yourself going to college, this and that. But after what I've done, it's all of a sudden, you know, all these crazy things that I've done, you know, with my behavior, it's all of a sudden, it's like it's holding you back like 2 grades or so. That's how I'm looking at it. You know, as much as I hate to say that this is the reality that I'm facing, you know, that's exactly where I'm at. And it's just sad, dude. That this is the reality that I'm having to face. You know, this is the reality that I'm having to face. Harsh reality. So it is what it is at this point for me. I'm still feeling like shit. You know, I'm trying to get out as much as I can, which I've done today. But you know, the fact of the matter is, it's you know, I'm still gonna feel it, man. I'm still gonna feel it. So I gotta do what I can, man. I gotta do everything that I can to better my appeal, and to better my mental health, and regain my lost self-confidence. And who knows, after how many sessions, therapy sessions, this and that, you know, as far as you know, to better myself, I gotta look at this like I'm taking a class or something. Well, you know, I've been told to take an anger management class a long time ago, and I refused back then. I still had a good life here and there. Now all of a sudden, it's like, you know, it's like, I don't want to say I'm starting over, but you almost think like I'm going back to the school analogy. Oh well, I mean, feel like now people are looking at me as, hey, this guy needs to get help. This guy needs this and that. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it at that, and just wish you the best of luck, and see how this therapy goes and all that. And that's that. All right, peace.